Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Honda Center here in Anaheim, California. Rob Hernandez from madison.com, joined by Greg Hansen of the Arizona Daily Star and Tom Oates of the Wisconsin State Journal, our two columnists in Saturday's Elite Eight championship game here at Anaheim. And Greg, it's a big ball game for both coaches, both schools. Obviously, it's an Elite Eight game to go to the Final Four. But for the Arizona Wildcats as the number one seed and the kind of season they've had, how big a game is this in terms of it defining their season?
I think it defines everything. They've been to this brink so often, not got there. Haven't been there since 2001 when it seemed like they were getting there every 2 or 3 years. So this is as big as it gets at Arizona.
Tom, likewise, Bo Ryan has been to a couple Division III Final Fours, but this has been the stumbling block here at Wisconsin. How big a game is this for him, and what would it mean to Bo Ryan to be able to play next week down in Texas?
Well, I think it would be huge. I don't think you'd ever get him to admit that, but this is his 13th season at Wisconsin, and quite frankly, he's done everything except get to a Final Four or win a national championship. And I think Bo doesn't think really in terms of Final Four. I think Bo thinks in terms of a national championship. So maybe fans and media are making more out of that than certainly Bo is. He's knowing Bo, he's got his sights set on bigger things. And but it certainly would go a long way toward making everyone happy. How there can be dissent among fans for what Bo Ryan's accomplished in Madison, and I'll say the same for Sean Miller at Arizona. It's hard to believe given the level of success, but that's how fans are these days.
Tom, I'll stay with you. For the Badgers, they've seen a lot of different defenses thrown at them. Tomorrow it'll be a very tenacious man-to-man defense from the Arizona Wildcats. How do they adjust yet again, and what do they have to do to try to keep the offense humming like it's been?
Well, Arizona, in some respects, I think they play defense like a lot of Big Ten teams play defense. It's not as much maybe at least from what I've seen of Arizona. Greg, you could speak to this more than I could, but it's not the fast-paced Arizona teams that a lot of people are used to during the Lute Olson years. It's more of a half-court, great defensive team. They play the old Dick Bennett pack line defense, and they do it with great athletes, and I think they're just a terrific defensive team. And Wisconsin's not going to have 4 or 5 days to plan for this. But on the other hand, I think Wisconsin sees that kind of defense out of the Michigan State and Ohio State and teams like that in the Big Ten.
And Greg, on that topic, you had Wisconsin playing in this Elite Eight game when I saw your video earlier in the week, so you knew that they had the capability. What impresses you most about the Badgers, and what kind of challenge do they present here for the Wildcats?
Well, the first thing was when I looked at their game-by-game schedule, I saw they held Virginia to 38 points. They beat Florida. Come on. That's enough.
Yep.
I mean, I didn't have to look at the rest of the schedule. I knew they beat Michigan State. Who's got a better resume than Wisconsin? Nobody.
And, guys, we'll close with this. How do you think this game tomorrow is going to go? Tight? One-sided? What's your gut saying, Tom?
I think it'll be a good game. I think it'll be a low-scoring game. I think this Wisconsin team, more than any, prides itself on being able to play in the 80s or in the 50s. And, I think the way Arizona plays defense, I would say this game will be played in the 50s and the 60s. And I think it's going to be a great game. I have all the respect in the world for what Sean Miller's done. To get Arizona to play defense like that with the great athletes they have that can also turn around and play offense, I think that's a terrific team. Their record, their season shows that.
So maybe a chance for this game to get in that one shining moment highlight reel at the end as being a dynamite one?
Boy, that'd be great. I think it'll be in the last 2 minutes undecided. I think Wisconsin's so well coached, maybe the best coached team Arizona's faced this year. They'll make Aaron Gordon shoot, probably foul shots, and if that happens, Wisconsin's got a heck of a chance.
Well, we're looking forward to it here at the Honda Center. It's just less than 24 hours away. The Badgers and the Wildcats meeting for a berth in the Final Four. For Greg Hansen and Tom Oates, I'm Rob Hernandez. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at the Honda Center.